Today, I'll be playing 15 of the best offline football manager games on mobile. I'll also be rating each of the games played from S to D tier and what I think about them.
Boy, this game is trash.
Starting off with World Soccer Champs, it's considered under management for its unique gameplay. World Soccer Champs provides a dynamic data pack that allows you to access real player names and club names with their real logos. You get to pick from which region you want to start from. Unlike other games, you can't just pick any team. You must start from a low-rated team or spend bucks to obtain the team of your choice. Okay, let's fly directly into the gameplay. The menu designs make it easy to navigate through the game. A management game is nothing without tactics, right? In WSC, you can change tactics to whatever you want, change the team's mentality or even the pressure style of the team. Selling and buying players with the amount requested or offered make the game interesting. I tried playing the friendly matches. One thing is that I'm not a huge fan of World Soccer Champs despite it being a peak game. The game allows you to directly swipe shots and direct your players in the pitch. It has a good news hub where you can generally see what's literally going on in other leagues and competitions within the game. One fancy feature of the game, you are awarded a top player for loan, basically around 4 to 5 matches before they return to their original team.
Oh, we got Dembele. Ooh, I was not expecting to get Usman Dembele, bro.
Finally, you can check on all the transfers going on in the game. I think we'll just do that for now. The game basically is a peak, but I would totally recommend it to all my friends. I'll put it in the A tier. FOOTLORD is an interesting game. You get to create a custom manager and choose the team to manage. It looks so underrated while having multiple leagues to pick from and participate in. I obviously had to pick Arsenal, you know I'm a gooner, guys, bro. And the interface was surprisingly simple and easy to understand and navigate through. For an underrated game, it has most of what football manager games should have. You can easily submit purchases, offers, and negotiate contract statuses with different players. After spamming proceed for a million times, I finally got to the match. The tactical interface was also impressive. We could choose from different formations provided, have a style of play, mentality, and strategy setup. Overall, the game was interesting and calm. I would recommend it to people who don't want a lot of distractions and would love to relax while playing. I'll put it in the C tier. NEWSTAR Manager was always among my favorite games back in the days. You get to sign in for a team as a manager and choose a location to start from. Just like WAC, the World Soccer Champs, NEWSTAR allows you to control your players and score while swiping and dragging them. Unlike other games, the tactic is messed up in this game. Anyway, the game has animations for goal scoring and squad lineup before the match. The game allows you to upgrade different facilities owned by the club and also has the necessary stuff for the team. Unlike other games, it has card systems where you get different items like energy drinks and boosters for the game. Generally, it has great teams you can recognize if you look closely, but all the players' names are auto-generated and messed up. I'll put this in the B tier. You gotta try it out. RFM. Now, RFM is just one of those games you want to play when you are extremely bored. The game is still stuck in the 2024 era. One thing I like about it, it has multiple leagues to choose from and also real player names. OMG, what is that? I gotta still manage Aaron Ramsdale in Arsenal. Anyway, the game interface is horrible. You gotta really figure out how to navigate through, bro. For quite a while, I was just trying to get myself around the interface. Player purchases are just instant, no negotiations. The game highlights are horrible and I was shocked. The only tactical decisions you can make in this. The game is terrible. We are putting this in the D tier. I wouldn't recommend this even for my worst enemy. Idle 11 is a great game. Now this involves swiping through players to earn. Each player earn according to their level and upgrade. You can join different leagues and compete in them. The game is pretty interesting. You can sign players and improve the team strength and the earnings in the team. Generally, you have a player to execute a move in the game with different opportunities. If you pick a player with minimal ratings or who's out of position, they may probably miss the opportunity. Generally, this reminds me of Captain Tsubasa. You also have booster packs that can be used to upgrade and boost the players. It's an awesome game that I would recommend to each and every one of you to try out. We are ranking this in the A tier. A retro football manager. Hold on.
RFM rip-off, straight up rip-off, bro. They were just cloning the entire thing, bro. Don't play this game, bro. Do not try. D.
Now, FCM is one of my favorite games so far. It's complete and fully adaptable to new users. FCM allows you to become a football chairman or a director of a club. It measures more in the club ownership and management to build a staff team and make a squad of your dream. The team logos are not real for copyright purposes, but the team names and players are up to date. Generally, FCM is a top tier game. You get to interact with your first team manager and you can also adjust tactics to him. The club facilities are also available and can be upgraded for better opportunities and club reputation, with also club funding opportunities. The game's UI is friendly and easy to adapt. You interact with the press and get to choose what you think of the team and the matches played. The game simulation is splendid and highlights together with a commentary that makes it more engaging and interesting.
Shoots! Oh, that's a good save!
Generally, the game has no interactive ads, even with the internet connection, making it even more interesting. I play FCM every week and would greatly recommend it to a friend. FCM is an S tier game, we all know that. So I just downloaded this game and was introduced to a banger background music. Anyway, the game was trash. I mean, the retro look, it's not bad, but come on, look at the pictures provided for profile, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
I was a bit impressed to see familiar names, so I picked the obvious. Now the menu is so trash, you don't know what to click on next. So I rushed to the team management and these are not the Arsenal players. Anyway, I decided to check on the tactics settings and boy oh boy, get me off this game. I kept spamming the next day button only to realize I played matches without even knowing them. Like matches would just pass unknowingly, what the fuck. We are putting this in the D tier, bro. Now, Club WORLS is just one of those relaxing non-chaos games. It's more like FCM but without too many details in the club. You have opportunities to build your team and the stuff. Club WORLS allows you to find team sponsors and sign players among other options available. Game match days are only in quick simulation mode. The game is easy to navigate and recommended for people who don't want much about football management. This game is interesting and I would partially recommend it to a friend. Maybe I'll put this in the C tier. Yeah, another banger song. Now this game looks so simple when it's really hard to go through. I mean, they got unique things like stadium upgrades and advanced tactical settings that don't basically work. You can sign staff members and send offers to different players, auto-generate. Finally, the match simulations. You won't even realize you are playing a match until you see an end match button. I mean, it's not that bad, but I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. I'll put this in the C tier just because of the advanced tactics. Now, Football Tycoon 2 is also one of those games. Anyway, you get to create a profile and sign for a team. Now, I'm not a big fan of this type of fronts, but they just make me uncomfortable. The game UI is so simple and easy to navigate through. You can interact with your squad, check your facilities and the team standings in the league. Some names look familiar but a bit messed up. What do you mean Bukayo? Saka? Bukayo? You can upgrade facilities and my simulation is not that bad either. Oh, by the way, we do not have tactical setup. I'm putting this in the C tier, I don't know why. Super Kickoff is one of the greatest of from all drama. I feel like the game is generally so underrated. One thing I like about this game is that you can save your profile in the Google email or Google Cloud. Super Kickoff offers all league across all the continents, including your local league with matching accuracy. The game doesn't push you throughout your wallet or card while keeping everything offline. All teams are licensed and player faces are also patched. Just like most games, Super Kickoff provides an option to manage your team. You can sign players. I tried signing the GOAT for only 2 million, and guess what, it worked. The game also provides ability to upgrade your stadium for more fans. The setup is not that advanced but still worth understanding and user friendly. Overall, Super Kickoff is by far among top 3 offline football manager games on mobile. I would greatly recommend it to all my friends. I'll be putting this in the S tier. I tried Football Agent for the first time and I found it interesting. Imagine a game where you scout for young talented wonder kids, sign a commission contracts with them and find a suitable team for them. Just like its name, Football Agent gives you the role to interact with multiple players, improve relationship with them and manipulate them into signing contracts for profits. Generally, you also have to build your reputation and profile to attract more profitable players. You can also invest in personal items or build a personal company and hire your team to help the agency. Overall, Football Agent is a unique game under management. If you are a hardcore football lover, the game is recommended for you. You get to try something new under football. The game is fine and interesting. I'll put it in the B tier. Just like most of these games, Cyberfoots allows you to create a profile and sign for a team. I mean, it's outdated and we still have to manage Ramsdale yet again. The game has pretty friendly interface that can be navigated easily. You get to upgrade stadium, check on upcoming features and even manage the players. The tactical setup is pretty impressive. You can pick a club's captain, set up team's attitude or even the team's pressure style. The game simulation is simple with no drama. The game allows you to substitute players during matches and also allows you to view on the other team fixtures and how they are proceeding. The game is interesting and relaxing, but I wouldn't recommend it to any of my friends. They won't like it, perhaps my grandpa. I'm putting this in the C tier. Now, FTM 26 is by far the best offline football manager game on mobile. In FTM, you take the role of a first team manager or a head coach of a club under contract terms. The game is intense and have advanced tactical setup and team management. You can choose to start by building your own club or joining a real club. Just like FCM, the team logos are not real, but the club names and the player names are all in place. Generally, FTM offers a real football manager experience. You can interact with the board, ask for extra fundings to increase and upgrade the facilities. The game interface is also friendly and easy to navigate through and understand. The simulation is also tremendous. The simulations have highlights for crucial actions in the game like goal scoring. You also interact with the press for pre and post matches. Build your fan base as time goes by and improve the club. Generally, FTM is the best offline game on mobile. Offline football manager game on mobile. Okay, I would recommend this to all of the hardcore football manager lovers. With no doubt, it's an S tier. We also have multiple interesting games like FM, the Football Manager, Soccer Manager, Top 11, among other intense world-class online football manager games. We might rank them as well. That's all we have for today. If you feel like I missed one or more of the games, tag them below and say what you think about them.
Alright, so last week YouTube decided to get rid of my video, right? They're out here taking me to jail for like 7 days of not uploading. I think I missed on the World Cup. I was supposed to upload on that. Oh my god, the title that I made was pretty much aggressive and stuff. Today, without yapping too much, today I am reviewing all the football manager games you can play on mobile, and I'll be rating them out of 10. I think we did this, and last time we were doing this I did it for the offline games. So today we are doing completely online games, and I'm not going to lie, some of them are trash. By the way, before I review any game, please, it's my genuine opinion. Do not bash out on me and try to bite my face off because I said a game is trash. It's my genuine opinion, bro. It's all on me, bro. Alright, so I tried this game for the first time. So game number 1 is UFM. I don't care what it means in full, and I tried this game for the first time. I'm not going to lie, the pack stuff was pretty much amazing. I like the packs design because, you know, I like FC Mobile and stuff, so I did try these. I saw the packs, and I'm not going to lie, it was pretty amazing. The background music in this game is insane, bro. Now, one thing I do like about the manager games, I like something that is simple and stuff. So I did check out the tactics in this game, and I'm not going to lie, it's pretty much understandable. It's something that anybody can literally do. And you don't need football knowledge to do this and stuff. Injuries are there, trainings are there. There's a manager tab right there. You can check on the injured players, suspended players, all of these. And I'm not going to lie, it gives me exactly the FC26 and FC Mobile. That's what I was supposed to say. I was almost said FCM, bro. Okay, it gives me the FC Mobile and FC26 vibes, and I'm not going to lie, it's pretty interesting. So the only thing that pissed me off was I literally had to wait for 3 hours to start the league. Why would we do that? I did actually dive into the quick match, and I'm not going to lie, it's just amazing, bro. I mean, the animations were there. That's pretty good. I like the animations that are, it does the card and it shoots and stuff. It's a pretty good game, and I would recommend this one. By the way, before I even dive in and say a lot of stuff, I was giving each game 10 minutes time. So if a game was wasting my time in 10 minutes time, I would just be getting done with it. I was not going to waste 3 hours to play this thing, bro. This game is a 9 out of 10. I would have probably just given it 10 out of 10, but bro, like why would we wait for 3 hours just to start a league and stuff, bro? So game number 2 is top 11. A lot of you guys have played top 11. I used to play top 11 back then. I think it was 2024. I tried it. No, used to play. Tried it. Top 11 is a pretty good game. We have this now. Top 11 pretty much excites me because we have this cutscene when the game starts, and I'm like, oh my days, bro, this cutscene is pretty much interesting and pretty much interesting. All right, so we have Jose Mourinho. Everybody knows Jose Mourinho, brand ambassador for these and stuff, and just like any other or typical football manager game, top 11 gives you the options to like customize tactics. I like the menus, bro. If you check on the menus for kit customization, it's pretty good and stuff. We can do all of that. By the way, we we are given a budget to pick a player when we start and build a stadium when we start, bro. One thing I hate about these games is you don't really choose if you want to start in a lower rated league, and that's the thing why I usually rate a lot of offline games compared to this, because anyway, I like simple tactics, and the top 11 gives you a simple tactics setup that is pretty much understandable by literally everyone. You can pretty much unlock stuff as you proceed, and I'm not going to lie, top 11 pretty much excited me in terms of the highlights that they do have in the game, bro. The 3D highlights is pretty much intense, bro. It looks like it even looks better than some of the 3D games in football games itself in the Play Store and stuff. Highlights were pretty much interesting. I like the highlights, and I have played this game before. I'm not going to lie, it doesn't pretty much excite me that much, but we'll do an 8.5 for top 11. I know you guys like top 11, bro, but I'm just giving it an 8.5. Pro 11, is it Pro 11 2026 or is just Pro 11? Pro 11, oh my god, bro. Oh my god, when you just enter a store and be like, you know what, I'm just going to browse the store and be like, I'll just buy whatever my eye I'll just buy whatever my eyes catches in this store and stuff. That's Pro 11, bro. It's not that bad. Pro 11 gives me the old school type of stuff. We have packs. It's pretty weird, like the PS2 vibe graphics and stuff. It's not even full screen. I was pretty much shocked. It's like a 16:9 rate, and I was like, what the hell are we doing here? Alright, so one thing I did like about Pro 11 was it gives you more options compared to some of these games which are pretty much typically overrated. Pro 11 has a simple UI menu, and you can pretty much just navigate through, easily understand. It gives you like the basic manager understanding of football and stuff. And also the other thing I did like about Pro 11, generally speaking, it has animations, bro. Pro 11 has animations for when you play, when you get the field, when players score, and they do have packs, like the attack packs. I think we reviewed a game like this in the offline games and stuff. Typically it's not even attack packs, it's like the booster packs. You can use a card to boost your attack and stuff. And we also love it because it has reactions when you score, reactions when you lose the ball, coaches reactions and stuff. You have leagues you can participate in, and
I dislike the fact that we gotta play at least 5, I think, international whatever to proceed. But I just hate it when games try to do this kind of stuff. Anyway, I did have just 10 minutes to review this game, and I'm not going to lie, the training sessions, the negotiations, all of these were pretty much good in Pro 11, and I'm giving Pro 11 a whooping 9 because it was a complete game. The only thing that just made it look a bit weird is the fact that it looks old. And it's not full screen, bro. It's not adaptable to full screen. It's like what? It's like 16 by 9, 1280 by 720. Anyway, it's a 9 out of 10. We got top football manager. You know, I just went on and searched football manager, and this game was around top 10 and stuff. But boy, let me just tell you something. One thing that pissed me off about this game was the fact that it's portrait, bro. You know, I do hate portrait games when they are manager games and stuff. Then the next thing that just pissed me off this game, this is probably the least I'd be ranking in this, was the fact that we need to play 5 before we start league games. That's not a big problem, right? It's not a big problem. You play 5 games before you start the league, right? But the games are like 10 minutes long, bro. 10 minutes long. I could not even get a chance to like adjust my tactics and stuff because the tactics are not even the tactics. Tactics are just messed up right here. Formations, man, we can't even change that, bro. I saw it having like a 2D and a 3D view, you know, for the matches and stuff, and this gave it a bit of points for me. I'll say that, and we'll be dropping it at around 5 out of 10. Now these are the kind of games that I pretty much just think they should be offline and not online. Generally speaking, guys, bro, I would have given it around 3, but for the 2D 3D view, it's a 5 out of 10. Next game is OSM. We've all played OSM. If anybody claims he's never played OSM, I don't know what you've been seeing on the Google Play Store, bro. So OSM is typically complete football manager game. You cannot complain about this game, right? There's just one reason why I'd be complaining about this game. Now OSM has simple, like I said, I do like simple tactics options in a game and stuff. The OSM you can choose, you know, signing of players, negotiation of contracts. We have a bunch of options within these. And I was also surprised that we have a lawyer for this, bro. I mean, you got a red card, you got to appeal for that, bro. The OSM transfer contract deals are also fluent. The transfer markets and negotiations are also fluent. I did actually like all of that. One thing that pissed me off about this game is the fact that I need to wait a whooping 9 hours. I gotta wait 9 hours just to play a league match. Like, you gotta wait 9 hours just to, like, you know, get your first match and stuff. The OSM, you have to just set up your team, and after 9 hours the team will find an opponent and play. Which is pretty weird, bro. Now this is the main reason why we are ranking OSM as 7 out of 10. Typically I was supposed to give it an 8, but I was like, bro, boy, 9 hours, there's no way. I just signed in right now and I do nothing, wait for 9 hours just to come back to the game. No way. It's a 7, bro. 7, bro. So the next game is Underworld Football Manager. Have you ever tried, like, Mbappe is pretty much scoring a lot. Why can't I try, like... Alright, so Underground Football Manager is pretty much a unique game, and this is why I like it. I used to play Underground back then, just a little. It's a unique game, and that's what I pretty much like about it. I mean, we have pretty much a good storytelling about, you know, I want to be a football manager one day. But you know what, I gotta win them trophies and stuff. Just typical, like, football manager idea, and that's why I say it's a unique game, and that's why it's pretty much interesting to me and stuff. You build of your stadium is right there, you recruit members, you advance these guys to your team, and you obviously play the 2D style, which is pretty good. Like, I mean, we do not need tactics in such a game. I mean, you can you can pretty much attack the opponent's player, give them injuries before the next match, you know. That's what we like to see, right? Something that pretty much got me surprised is the fact that you buy what is it, the old underwears. I mean, come on, bro. How is that going to boost the team's effectiveness to pass the ball, bro? You know, this game is unique. This game is not trying to copy like the football manager stuff that is pretty much going on, and that's why I'm giving it a whooping 9.5 out of 10. This game is in its own universe, something you want to try it out. It's typically not something that will pretty much just get you rage baited and stuff while trying to copy like the real life simulation. It's the uniqueness gives it a 9.5 out of 10. So next up we have Matchday Manager.
Have you ever browsed the Google Play Store and then you meet this Savage logo? It looks pretty nice, pretty interesting. That's typically what got into me. I was browsing the Google Play Store, then I met such a Savage logo, and I was like, dang, this is gonna be a pretty interesting game, right? Number one, the game is Portrait. Oh my days. The game is Portrait. Number two, the game looks like it's supposed to be offline. When I do say the game looks like it's supposed to be offline, those are the kind of games that pretty much just pisses me off and stuff. They tend to look pretty unique and stuff, and yes, they are simple and they need to be offline, bro. Something I did like about it was the fact that it had simple menus and stuff, and the tactics, I didn't know, pretty much this was something that pretty much pissed me off about this. Consider the fact that we are getting some tactics locked. If you download a game and then you see them locking 5-4-1 formation, you gotta unlock that later on. Just know the 5-4-1 formation is effective in the game, bro. Why would you lock tactics, bro? That pissed me off in the game. And I did see that the facility build was not bad in the game and stuff. The highlights as well were not that pretty much bad. I did like the highlights, but generally speaking, this game is hell no, bro. We gotta play matches again to unlock like the league. Just make it simple, bro. Just make it. I'm going to drop these 7 out of 10. Typically I did not even play it for 10 minutes. I mean, I gave other games 10 minutes. This one I played for like 5 minutes, and I was like, nah, I cannot play this, bro. Now let's get into the big boy. The first big boy we have right here is Soccer Manager 2026. Typically just Soccer Manager, doesn't matter the date. We played Soccer Manager 2026, and me introducing you to Soccer Manager 26 is like introducing you to Cristiano Ronaldo and say, ladies and gents, this is Cristiano. I do believe everybody who likes football manager games, they've tried Soccer Manager. Soccer Manager is a complete football manager. You can sign players, do tactics. I like the simple tactics and pretty much understandable tactics for Soccer Manager, and that's why I usually rank it as high as possible. Except for one thing. Okay, so Soccer Manager, you can sign players, choose a team. They have pretty much some of the branded teams and stuff. We got packs to download from that. I've played Soccer Manager a lot of times. I've made videos on Soccer Manager. The only thing that pisses me off about Soccer Manager right here is the fact that they have a messed up save system, bro. What is wrong with their save system, bro? If you play a game and you come back after, like, maybe you lose data to your phone and stuff, bro, the Google is not going to save you, bro. You are going to restart. I mean, the amount of times I've restarted my career in Soccer Manager is pretty much a lot, and that pisses me off. A lot of offline games like FCM do it better with the Google save and stuff, and that's why we are giving Soccer Manager 9.5. It's a complete game. There's no error with it. There's nothing. Just the Google save, like, you gotta advance that, bro. If we tie a Google account to a save, if we just log in, it's automatically reloaded, bro. Just do that. There's no way that we are going to start a new career under the same account. What's the point of Google, bro? Right, so the big boss, if I fail to mention this in the video, is typically just useless and stuff, is Football Manager 2026. Of course, you need to have Netflix to play this, and Manager 2026 is also like me trying to introduce you to Leo Messi and be like, ladies and gents, welcome Leo. Everybody knows about Football Manager. This is the father, the goat of all football games, and everybody likes it, except I think for Sasuke is the only person who doesn't like it and stuff. So I've typically tried both the PC version of Football Manager and the mobile version of Football Manager. You guys know that a lot of guys used to say, Sasuke, why are you playing FCM? You just play FM. There are typically guys like that, be like, why are you playing FC Mobile? Just play eFootball, bro. I mean, we've tried all of that. So my first experience with the FM, I mean the PC version, you will just tell, bro. Seems like we were trying to fly a plane more than just advancing tactics. And I remember when we said we do like simple formation, simple tactics that is pretty much understandable, FM just cancels out on that. FM is in-depth tactics, all of those, so you gotta like put more, like, yeah, you gotta look more into that. That's what pretty much just pissed me off. Other than that, FM is a great game. A lot of guys play this. Not for me. I would have given FM a solid 10 out of 10, but because it's my genuine opinion and stuff, I would pretty much just give it a 9, because the tactics, they got me all confused, bro. I mean, the first time I experienced the tactics, I was like so those are the games that we did manage to scavenge out of the Google Play Store. Finally, as I finish this, I would like to say Part-Time Manager is also among some good upcoming football manager games on Play Store. Alright, so if you don't know about Part-Time Manager, let me just do this in 2 minutes, bro. Okay, Part-Time Manager is a pretty good game that's about to come out from the Interactive. Will be pretty much released around end of August or probably September 1st and something. And it's a simple game. It's a simple game, just like FOOTLORD. By the way, the game is owned by me.